Hello, welcome to our Monday night team call. Tonight we are going to talk about the bike sale and the flash sale. So if you're not following the wellness flash sale, it is a great place. I'll just start with this. It is a great place just to give information in a very easy way. All you have to do is send people to wellness flash sale. All the posts are there, direct them to the post. There's a post about the bike. There's a post about the body subscription. There's a post with all the pricing and all of the details there of like what they get with each bike or like with each package option, I guess, bike option. So it gives them all of the information. So then you just have to have the conversation with them about it. So the first step, I've been sending just a basic invite to anybody that's watched my stories or I've shared about the flash sale or basically watch my stories, but I did send a bunch to some people who were just liking, commenting posts and just said, hey, what did I say? Hey gal, just wanted to let you know about a huge sale we're having tomorrow. What I sent these yesterday. Follow wellness flash sale to see all of the sales. 50% off our state-of-the-art stationary bike. And I had a few people respond, I already have a Peloton. I'm like, cool, that's awesome. You know, like that's okay. Good for them. But I did have a few others who just went and followed it. So now you can go and see when you go to wellness flash sale yourself, you can click on followers and see if any of your people are following. And then you want to make sure that you're chatting with them and following up with them. My plan is to do some different stories. Tomorrow I'm going to do just a story of like kind of a walkthrough of the bike, talking about the swivel screen, talking about all of the different adjustments, talking about the screen itself and like all of the options you have with all of the classes, the programs, the nutrition, the everything. So I will add that to the stories as well. And then I'm going to add more about Energize. I'll add our video up there, more about Shakeology, and then kind of put those in highlights because we're going to let this go for the 2 weeks. So you can continue inviting to it for 2 weeks. And it's just a place, again, to give information is essentially what it is, to share about the sale. And if they purchase something, we're going to do a raffle for anybody who purchased, whether it's a bike. Actually, I feel like we should give, like if somebody purchases a bike, they should get like 3 entries or something. But if they purchase like a Total Solution Pack or Shakeology or Energize or whatever, then they would just get kind of one name in the bucket. So that's for the flash sale. And then also you want to be inviting specifically just to the bike. You want Kate and I came up with kind of like a little checklist that will help you promote and invite people to the bike sale. So that is in the team page. It's also in the team thread. And some of the things on there are like make a reel about it. I did put a post in the team page. If you already have a bike, go drop a testimonial there. And my plan is to screenshot each of the comments from each of us and drop those in our team thread too. And you can use those in your stories. Or I saw someone do a reel with it where she was riding her bike and then she had like someone's testimonial comment on her reel. And that was it. That was all it was. And then in the comments, it was, I think, probably more about how much she loves the bike, or in the caption, I mean. You want to start with inviting and talking to all of your current partners and current preferred customers, because your preferred customers are already lovers. They're body lovers, right? They, like we used to say, you bleed blue. Like we used to say that all the time. I feel like we don't say that anymore, but you love everything body. And that's what your preferred customers are. So they're going to be an easy like upgrade to a partner to make the purchase if they're interested in getting a bike. So make sure you are sending an email to all of the coaches in your back office. And my email, actually, Nicole reached out to me because I sent it to all of the partners and preferred customers in my entire downline. So if you're anywhere in my downline, you got my email. And she was like, should I send the email too? I said, yeah, because the more information, the better. It's not a bad thing if they get an email from multiple people, they're going to order from you. It's not like me sending an email to everyone in the downline means that like, I'm going to get the credit. It's not. They're your coach or your partner. So it's just getting the information out to them. And so you should send it also so that they get the information from you. And remember, people need exposure multiple times. Just like we say, they need to be invited like 7 times for it to like really click. That's the same thing with something like this. They need exposure. They might see it the first time and they're like, oh, that would be so cool if I could have a bike, and then forget about it. But if they see it 3, 4, 5 times, you invite them personally, they get an email from you, they get an email from me, they see your stories, they see your post. It's going to keep nudging them. And they're like, I really do want a bike. And this is a sale that isn't going to happen again. Like, talk about this as like the biggest sale of the year. I've never in 10 years seen a sale like this. So recording, put it up there like that. Put it out there like that. So what else? What else did we put up there? I don't know what happened to Kate, but I'm trying to think. I just think this is such a great opportunity to earn a humongous commission. Oh, I know what I wanted to say is do a bike reel, run polls in your stories. You could run a poll and then I'll come back to what I was going to say. Run a poll in your story. Do you have a bike already? Have you ever cycled before? Different things like that. If you have a bike, share about it in your stories, why you love it. Make posts about it. Talk about how this is a perk, because this week is talking about recruiting, which we're going to talk about more here in a second. This week is about recruiting partners. So talk about how this is a perk of being a partner. You get special discounts on certain things throughout the year. You get discounts on everything, but this is something they've never done before. I would love to see them actually do more sales like this for partners, like a bigger discount once in a while on Shakeology or on Energize, like I think that would be something, some good feedback for them, something pretty cool. So I think people have questions on when someone wants a bike, what do they have to do? Right? So if they're not a partner already, you need to enroll them as a partner. You can do that one of 2 ways. They can pay the $40, just enroll as a partner, and then you send them the link to purchase the bike. It is not a share a cart. There's actually in stories, there's a slide that explains exactly what you have to do, what link you send them, and then they choose which bike option they want. That's one option. Another option is to have them purchase a total solution pack with body, with supplements, because then they're going to get the 2 super blocks. Otherwise, if they do the $40 option, they're not going to get any super blocks unless they purchase supplements. So they purchase the total solution pack for $219, and then they go purchase the bike. If they purchase the bike, the Body Bike Studio, they will get reimbursed $179, as far as I'm understanding, because it'll
be prorated.
Right, but it's a whole year. That's $179, right?
Yeah.
So essentially they're getting supplements for $20. Like, that's crazy. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, they always are, but I just think that's seeing that $179 come back to them will just be, I think, a perk. So they get prorated. for somebody who literally purchases a Total Solution Pack that day, then goes and buys the Body Bike Studio that day, they'll get prorated the $179. If you have somebody who already has Body, maybe they upgrade with a completion pack and they have 6 months left on their Body and they purchase the Body Bike Studio, they're going to get prorated the 6 months of their Body subscription, which is nice. They don't have to worry about like canceling and losing out on all of that money. Any questions on the bike sale?
The other thing I was going to say is if you don't have a bike, you should still try and sell the bike. You don't have to have it to try and sell it. You can let all of your clients know. There's I'll put the email that you sent out because I used that today, Amanda, and for my back office, I'll put that in the boards. But in the yours. But you should send it out to your whole back office. If you've been coaching for a little while, anybody that you've gotten as a client or had, it'll go out to them and let them know about this special. And you can even be excited about it for yourself. Like, I'm considering this. This is really exciting, like that. So you don't have to have the bike to share about it. Amanda did not do Fit Wars and she shared about it and she put together a team. You don't have to always be doing the things to share about it and get excited about it.
Good. Anything else about the flash sale or the bike sale before we move on? Is this Alicia? Hi, Alicia. Welcome to the team. Yay. Brand new coach.
I'm trying to load up Zoom on my computer because it was like kept crashing. I don't know what was going on.
I was like, what happened to Kate?
Because I can't see anybody on my phone. I hate that.
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Welcome.
All right, what are we talking about next, Kate? Recruiting?
Yes, we are going to talk about, nobody has any questions about the bike or the bike sale and how to buy it or anything like that. Because this is your time. And before we get into recruitment, any questions about Fit Wars? Because I know that there's been a lot of back and forth with any of that. Anybody have questions about it? The points need to be updated except for today by Sunday at midnight every single week. And people can still add their workouts in because they have 3 weeks to complete the body block, but like the challenges, they won't be able to add points to after they expire. That is kind of how we're doing it. All right. Let me see. I'm going to still try. I wanted to load it on Zoom because I can't see anybody and I hate that. Is there any way to see everybody with your phone? Do you know how to do that?
You can swipe and just see like 4 at a time or 6 at a time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's better. Thanks. Okay. Hi guys. Now I can see you. I don't feel like I'm just talking to Amanda only. All right. So we're just going to do like a quick exercise on recruitment. So this is a recruiting week because on Wednesday, Christina Sullins is going to be, their United Coach Collaboration is going to be hosting a recruitment, I don't know, what would you call it? Like webinar on teaching for teachers, for coaching, right? And so I don't know if you know this, but teachers make amazing coaches. So do nurses, so do beauticians. So there's, I'm looking at you, Jessica, but yes, teachers make amazing coaches and it's just a natural fit. And so they've been doing these different recruitment webinars where people with that occupation share their story, share their powerful story, their experience, how they fit being a partner and coaching into their lives and make it work for them. And so these can be really powerful if you have people in mind that you've been talking to, or just even like your regular followers. So make sure that you share that we are, that we're doing something special with teachers. And if you know teachers that you think would be great at this, give them the personal invite and say exactly that. You know, you've been on my heart. I think you would be amazing at this, and I'd love for you to come and just check this out and see if it speaks to you. And either way, they're going to walk away feeling totally inspired because these stories are amazing. And I think Amanda's talking on it. And do you know who else, who your other people are yet, Amanda?
Stephanie Lane, me, and another Stephanie. I don't know her.
Okay. All right, cool. So we're just going to do a couple really quick exercises about coaching because I think even myself, I still have a hard time, not a hard time, but making myself post about it. Like I do have to be very intentional with saying, okay, now I'm going to post about this opportunity that's completely changed my life. And I have to be intentional about it because what you post about it is what people are attracted to. Repetition is recognition. So if you keep posting about it, you're still continuing to plant that seed. So if you're only talking about boot camps and fitness, that's what people are into. If you're talking about like what Lindsay posts about, which is about growth and your spiritual journey and all of that, then that's what people are attracted to. So you want to post about this opportunity as much as you can, so that people know about it, they start thinking about it, and your biggest followers that will convert are actually the people that are already in your network and in your communities. And they are watching you the hardest. And so you really want to share about the vision you have for yourself, what this has done for you, in a powerful way, at least 1 to 2 times a week. And especially when we're in a season of recruitment, which is kind of like this time of the month, you want to share about it for sure, like over the next few days. And so I think Lindsay gave us some challenges in the successful, whatever it's called, pod, like do a reel. So I was on that today, do a post. And so we're going to do just a really quick exercise to kind of get your mind going about how to post about being a partner and coaching. So the first thing I want you to do is to just really quick make a list of who you were before you found Body, period. And we'll do like 2 minutes or 1 minute on it real quick. Just jot down who you were before Body. Who was that girl? How did she feel in her body? What were her habits, good or bad? What did her day like? How did she feel when she looked in the mirror? What was her relationship with herself, with her family, with her fitness? What was her energy? Okay, then on the other side of that, think about what you've gotten, who you are, who were you after you started? It could be within 6 weeks, it could be a year later, like what were you afterwards? What was your energy like? What were your habits like? How did your morning change? How did your relationships change? Your routines, your relationship with food, with yourself. Okay, and then the last column, I should have told you to put 3 columns. The last column or the last thing is, then how did your life further change when you leveled up and decided to pay this forward? Like, and I know some of you guys are newer, so maybe feel like how excited you are about this opportunity right now. Why were you attracted to this opportunity? Like, if you're newer, and then if you've been doing this a little while, like, how has it shifted? Like, what is the gift that being a coach has given you? How has it changed your journey? How has it changed even your routines from even after you started doing programs? Okay, so that's a simple exercise that you can do anytime, and it really can give you access to how this opportunity has shifted your life. There's always things in our life, events that change who we are, right? Like becoming a mom, something not so great, like having a DUI that totally shifted and changed my life. And all these different events, kind of happen, and it changes our perspective on life. And so like Beachbody, and then body, and then coaching, like those were all shifts, and it shifted your perspective on your journey, on what was possible, on the energy that you bring to your life, and so in so many different levels, and it's so personal and unique to you. So sharing about those shifts, right, can really is the gift that you get to give. And so like doing that exercise, and then taking and then journaling it out, and splitting one thing can split up into like 3 different posts. So you want to look at it could be community. It could be like, I've been consistent for 7 years straight. I don't think I've missed a day in 7 years, like more than 1 day or 2 days of working out. That to me is huge. So, or like reading personal development and how that's shifted and changed your life. There's so many different aspects of this journey, and it's different and unique for all of us. And so make sure that you are journaling about it. If you see somebody else post about it and you see yourself in that post, that's what other people are seeing, right? Like we are all mirrors of each other. So making sure that you are sharing that is how people are going to relate to you, and that's how you're going to attract your people. And making it very specific to you, to your story, is so important. So let's share now. So why don't you guys share like some of the gifts that coaching has given you, and what was your level up from this opportunity? And I will open up the floor so anybody can share. And it can be anything: financial, emotional, social, community, like all those things.
Yes, I'll go. I think mine's a little bit different than I think other people, because I was already coaching from another group or another kind of company.
Yes.
And the reason I was getting bored with it, and I don't even, this is horrible. I can't even remember the girl's name who I saw, whoever the other coach was. That's okay, whatever. But that's
It doesn't
horrible.
matter.
I know. I was like, that's horrible. I
We don't
can't
need to
even
know her name. We know who
Yeah.
it is. We don't need to talk about
Anyway, that
name.
is so bad. I can't believe. I apologize. But I don't know what she posted, and it was something about variety, and I knew that's what I was missing, and I felt like the people that were dropping off of my other group were getting bored with the workouts. And so that's when I contacted, I was like, might as well, you know, she said something about coaching, and I was like, let's try it out. Let's look. And that's when, and I had done Beachbody a long time ago when, I mean, I got certified in Turbo Kick and stuff many moons ago. And so I knew, I was like, oh my gosh, I love this. And so that's kind of, and all the people that I had lost, I offered for variety. And that's what I love about it. And that's what I tell everybody, because they always go, are you still doing this? Are you still doing that? And I have my VIP group. I don't recruit for the other place, but I love, and I offer when anybody like wants to leave, I always say, well, I have this other option because, and they're like, well, why are you doing that? Because I don't do the other one. I said, because of all the variety that I have, and I have all different coaches. It's not the same 3 coaches, and the energy and all of that stuff. So that's kind of how I sell it, because I still teach group fitness. I still teach nutrition. And so I think they always are like, well, if it's difficult for her, then I should, you know, then I could, you know, find something. I'm sorry, my daughter's cats are all over the place. She just came home from college. And I know. And I just feel that that kind of opens the door to that it's not boring. There's something different every day. And that's why I always post on my stuff, just push play, because that's kind of my thing is that's all you got to do is push play. It's that easy. So that's kind of mine. Get down.
I love that. And you know what you are attracted to is probably what your people will be attracted to. So sharing that story of where you were at the company that you were before and where you are now can be a really powerful post.
Mhm.
And attracting people who might be in that same situation, because we do offer so much more than other MLMs offer. Let's be honest, right? Like,
Yeah.
there's just a lot to it. It's not just a product. It's literally a lifestyle.
Yeah, 100%.
Awesome. Anybody else want to share?
I can go. Newbie over here. Hi.
Yes.
So I think the big thing of why I decided to, you know, start coaching maybe and everything, and Jess knows all about this. I was spending $179 a month to do bar workouts, and I was doing the same repetitive stuff every time I showed up. And I was getting a little bored, and I would find that I would do 3 months like hardcore. And then you know, certain parts of my body would hurt, like my hips from doing the same movements over and over again. And then I would dump it for 3 months, and then I wasn't doing any working out, and I was still paying that much money, you know? So I found that these new super blocks that, you know, Jess would be like, hey, join my group. And then it'd be a new workout series for 3 months or, 4 weeks or 6 weeks. And I thought that was like more attainable and kind of exciting to do a different workout every few months, something new, something different. It was kind of intriguing to me. So I think that's what really kind of made me just jump like headfirst in. Just like seeing all of Jess's posts, being positive about like the mental health more so than the physical health. I think that's kind of what got me, those two things, like the variety plus the mental health thing really stuck with me. But yeah. Okay, bye.
I love it. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing.
I'll share. Mine's a totally different perspective. I want to just let everybody know I'm okay because I'm not myself right now. So a lot of you are probably like, what's going on with Lindsay? I am maxed out and really tired, but I'm fine. But I'm not my normal self right now. So don't worry. I'm okay. Nothing is wrong. Life is just, I'm in the middle of a tornado. So for me, my perspective is different just because, this week right here is my jam for what we do. I've always been, it's like the coaching opportunity for me. It's not anything else. All of those other things are a big part of my story because of my past eating disorder. And they've changed my life. And because of that, it is the follow through. It's because of the fun in the community. And it's because of the being pulled by the joy that it brings to my life and the enhancement that it brings to my life. And that's the thing is like, I can't put a finger on it of what the joy and the enhancement is because it's so much of everything, so much of everyone, so much of every part of the lifestyle that it provides. And so with me, and I think we're talking, can you just rephrase the question? Because I know what I'm about to say, but I want to make sure I'm answering it. What was the question?
Just how was coaching the level up? Like, how was it that it changed your life from if you were a challenger before? Like, I was never a challenger.
I was
but
not a challenger. Yes.
see,
So
we came the same way.
yep, it was a level up for me because I feel like I was a girl feeling like you guys, I have the weirdest analogies. I feel like I'm like Zelda in the video game right now, but I don't have a weapon. I don't have a tool. I don't have anything. I'm just walking through the world. Like, what do I do? And all of a sudden I had this tool that was like, you can create whatever you want with this. Go. And that's what it is for me. That was the level up. And without coaching and without this opportunity, and with this opportunity comes all of the facets of it, from it being DVDs to it being Beachbody On Demand, to it being Body, to it being Shakeology, and then all the other supplements. As it changes, I was going to make a post about this today. Like, people are like, oh, the companies, and then they change, and then they this, like, fuck yes, the companies change. And if they didn't, I wouldn't want to be a part of it. Like, because it changes, I am more in with it. You know what I mean? But my big thing is, for me, I think in this phase of life for me, it was the level up. It was the tool that said, go create whatever you want in this life. And at this life phase for me, it's the ability, without a business like this, so many women are stuck in places they don't want to be, and if it wasn't for this business, I would be not where I am now. Not in my mindset. Okay. So that's one part. Not in my health and fitness. That's another part, in both of those. But the biggest impact for me is for my own peace. Like, I feel like this level up and this coaching opportunity delivers joy, life enhancement, and peace for whatever it is that each person needs it to be. They just have to find what it is for them, not do just what Kate does because Kate does it that way, or Amanda or Jessica or whoever, but like, this is what my life needs. And I have this magic tool that I got in the Zelda game and I can just do whatever with it, So this, you guys, I just don't want you to underestimate the power of the opportunity that you have to share this week. If it wasn't for this business and this company, people would it's the only reason I don't struggle with an eating disorder. The only reason, the main reason, because of all the things, right? It's the only reason that I could confidently walk away from a marriage that was sucking the life out of me and know that I'm going to be okay and not have that be something that was, it's such a powerful tool. And I think so often we're afraid to share about the opportunity because maybe we haven't seen the gains yet. But I just want to repeat this and then I'm done. The most powerful thing I heard when I started coaching 10 years ago was that it doesn't, and I've used this analogy many times when I've presented at coach camp and things like that. So I'm sure you guys have heard it, but this is the truth. So often we feel like we can't share from a powerful place of this business opportunity because we haven't been there yet, or because we're new, or because we don't, you know, whatever your story is that you're telling yourself. But the truth is that if there was a train outside my house right now, it didn't have any labeling on it, right? And it was like just, or it even said like something on it that is a well-known, right, Polar Express. And I go out there and it's like, come on, get on, you know, we're going. And it's telling me all these wonderful things that it's doing, everything that's inside of it. And it's been there before and whatever, but there's just something, you know, I guess there isn't anything on the outside. I forget how I tell this story, but just bear with me. There's nothing on the outside now. Okay. It was there. We took it off. It's empty. But like, I wouldn't go there. I wouldn't trust it. I'd be like, this is like no labeling. You're not talking, like, how do I know? Even if you say you've been there, like that doesn't matter. The power is that if another train pulls up and it says Polar Express and it has written all over it, its intentions and its power and its excitement about getting to the North Pole, but it's never been there before. It's a brand new train. It's never been there, but it's going, and look at the confidence it's having and the affirmations that it's saying and all the labeling and the excitement, like whether it's been to the North Pole or not. I'm going to get on that train more than I'm going to get on the one that's like, I don't really know where we're going, but I think we might go here and there. You know what I mean? So it's like, if you could do anything, if I feel like anytime we can do something really powerful, it's sharing at the top of the tree. If we're only sharing, and I really am going to be done, if we're only sharing about the Energize and the community, those are all wonderful things, but we're kind of sharing that mid to low hanging fruit sometimes. And so that's how people get in sometimes, and then they climb to the top, right? But there are the people like Kate and like myself who you catch us at the top of the tree. If it wasn't for the opportunity and everything I learned that was at the top of the tree, I would have never been interested in the middle or the bottom hanging fruit. I needed an opportunity, and same with Kate. So all of that to say, like, even if it's not something that you started this way as, don't underestimate the power of the excitement of where you're going and what you know this can bring to you, and sharing that in that way. Because I truly think that, you know, that's where anytime that I come from a place like that, that's where I actually enroll the builders. So many people are like, I just get preferred customers and I get people that want the discount and they don't really do much. And it's like, well, because that's who you're talking to. So how do you shift and talk to the others? Right? Okay, I'm all done now. Thanks for listening to my rant.
And just so you know, when the person that I came on for the opportunity, and the woman who was my previous sponsor coach, she had only been coaching for a few months. And I signed up with her within her first few months of coaching and ran with this. So you just never know. And that's why you have to put it out there. I wanted to work from home, make money, be around for my kids. And that's what I post about, because that's what I wanted. That's what I was attracted to. And then I was brought into this community, and I went to a sneak peek and heard all of these powerful women speak about this opportunity. And I left, I remember crying. I was so inspired, crying. And that was the energy that I wanted to bring to my life. And it really is. Who else wants to share?
I love what Cheryl said in the chat. I would never be this consistent with taking care of myself if it wasn't for coaching. The biggest blessing was this community and something I didn't even know I needed. And I can say, heck yeah to that too. I think that's something also. So many people think they don't need a community. They know what they need to do. They just need to do it. They don't realize the power of who you surround yourself with. I love that, Cheryl.
Thanks. We're going to bed. I was in between kids.
You guys see me?
Oh, you want to see you? Okay.
I
Sorry,
love
my
it. And,
son
I
was.
asked Cheryl to coach several times.
Yep. And I always said no. And then I said yes. All right, we're going to mute you guys and say goodnight, Jack.
Good night.
Bye.
I'll go. So for me, it was the fitness. I had been seeing my coach post over and over again about her boot camps, and there was like just a little twinge in me that wanted to do it. But I was somebody that hated working out so much. I had always been, I guess, what you consider small. So I never really had to work out, but I felt sluggish. I married my husband, gained 30 pounds, just felt like I felt kind of empty. I was successful in my hair business and in life and raising a child, but my story is kind of long. I've been through a divorce where I was in an abusive marriage, and just kind of coming out of that and trying to raise my daughter through it and everything that came along with it, building a business, getting remarried. I kind of lost myself in the process and just knew I wanted to get healthy, but immediately I joined my first challenge group, and I had never in my life experienced a power posse of positivity like I now refer to our community. I've just never experienced it. I've always had a lot of friends, but never friends like the ones that I've developed here. It is a community of women that just want to see each other succeed. And I could cry right now with that, because I mean, how many friends do we have in this life where, I don't know, it's just not really talked about, right? There's a lot of like underhanded competition there sometimes, and weirdness and amongst women. And I just feel like this community, I've never experienced that here. And it makes me want to work harder when I'm surrounded by people who want to work hard, who want to make their health a priority, who want to make their mental health a priority. And how quickly I learned that it was more about mental health than it was about physical health. It's changed my life in crazy ways. And I'm just so thankful for all of you, a few who are on this call tonight, that I just, we don't have to talk all the time, but I love you guys so much. I can't wait to frickin' see you next month. All right, I'm done.
I'll go. And mine's
Posse
just
of
like a big,
positivity.
oh yeah,
I love it.
I know. Mine's just like a big echo on everybody's, but mine, I think I just had a realization here, like sitting here tonight, and sorry for all the pounding. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but Ryan's installing our flooring downstairs, so it's really loud. But I joined when Lindsay was only a coach for 6 months, maybe ish, 6 months. As a brand new mom, by the way, she was a brand new mom. I think I had watched her during her pregnancy sharing, and I'm like, what is this crazy girl doing? And then it was finally, I think, right after you had Owen, I guess it was, that because I joined, I think, a clean eating group in October. And so he was a month or so old. And at that point, she was probably like losing coaching. I'll just say it for you for a little bit at that point, because you're like, I am a brand new mom. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. And then even in my early months, she was like almost ready to quit at points, because same thing, just the overwhelm. But I came in with this like fire of seeing other women, like what Jess was saying, other women support women in a way that I hadn't seen. And I was a teacher, and a teacher moving my way up the ladder to district administration. And it's competitive, period. If you're a teacher, it is. There's support, but there's a lot of competition. It's not the same as this. And so I saw that support, but then I also saw women succeeding in a way that like I'd never seen before. Like I was watching Christina, I actually became Christina's assistant. And so like I saw her success, and I was like, if she can do it, I can do it. And so if you're a newer coach, I want you to see me, Lindsay, Kate, who've been at this for years and are doing this now full-time, making full-time incomes, seeing that and say, if they can do it, I can do it. And also use us, use our stories, use like what we share, because I think that that is also something that really helped me in the beginning, was to look up to Christina and the other coaches and like use their stories, use the groups they were running. Like we weren't running our new coach groups and all of that at the very beginning. And that's why we run all of these things for you guys, to invite your new people too, because you just can't do it on your own. But I think what's kept me here through so many struggles is this community, that like it's not like this anywhere else. Like it's just not. And I have a lot of friends and I have an amazing church community. It's still not the same there. Like it's just not. And I love my church and like I love my friends at church, but there's something so special about just this partner opportunity and this. And I will also say that I don't think every team has this. It's just not the same everywhere. So I'm grateful that all of you chose us, chose whoever brought you to this team. Because yeah, I hope you feel grateful in that too. It's something special.
And we are all grateful for you guys.
Love you. Does anyone else want to share?
I can share. I think the biggest thing for me, and kind of going off of what some of you have all shared too, is really the community. That wasn't why I initially joined. I was kind of in a really low spot in my life when I joined. But then throughout the years, it really was the community and the people. And like you said, everyone's so supportive and so quick to help and not to turn anybody away. And I hadn't experienced that with a group of women, I don't think ever, without there being that cattiness and the competition. And this community is just really like a arms wide open. They accept you for who you are and where you're at on your journey. And I think that's probably what I fell in love with the most, and just kind of want to bring other people into that too, because I don't necessarily think that everybody has that kind of, Amanda, like you said, you have your different pockets of people and other communities too, but there truly isn't one like this here. And so that was a big thing for me. And then just the accountability, and like Jill was saying, like with the variety, the working out has always been the easy part for me, but I also was quickly one to get bored and like be on to the next thing. And my husband teases me and he's like, Gabs, you have workout ADD, like you're doing this and then you want to go over here and do this. And so having that variety and being able to move in and out of programs without quitting on myself and being like, oh, this just isn't going to work for me, and then having nowhere to go, that level of accountability has been really helpful too.
I love that. And yeah, our community, like this team's community, is so special. The first event I went as a new coach on, I met Amanda for the first time, and she just gave me the biggest hug. Girl, I never met her, nothing. She gave me the biggest hug. So did Carly. And I was like, I felt like so welcomed and loved and accepted, and they didn't even know me, you know? And so like, that's always how I want like new coaches to feel when they come to our team, because everyone should feel that way. right. Anyone
Well,
else?
I guess I can share my story as well. I joined as a challenger. I was looking for the way to get fit after having 3 kids, and nothing what I did before worked. So I joined as a challenger. I saw Kate's post. I was like, okay, that's a local gal. I was thinking, I even remember myself searching, is it a scam? Because it seemed like it could be. But then I talked to my husband. I said, you know what, I have to try something new. So I was able to be pretty successful getting back to my previous shape in like 6 months. And Kate asked me like 1,000 times to coach, and I said no, because I have a full-time job, 3 kids, whatever excuses. But then I realized 2 things is, well, because you have to make it a lifestyle, right? You cannot just like lose 50 pounds and like just do whatever, because at some point it's going to be unsustainable. So it was a way for me to kind of make it a sustainable lifestyle. If I inspire others, I have to show up for myself. And also I saw a podcast and that's a little bit woo-woo there, but it totally spoke to me. I think it was Rob Dial, mindset mentor, and what he said is that if you learn something and you don't share it with the world, you do disservice to the world, right? You have to share it. So I emailed Kate, texted Kate, said, I want to be a coach. And another thing, so I've been doing that for around 2 years. Learning and not always perfect, but keep going. And that kept me accountable. But also recently, I think one thing that I like about that opportunity is that really being able to learn and having the possibility and just being a student, not only of fitness, nutrition, but also of coaching. And I recently listened to a podcast when I think Josh Trent, he was speaking, and he said that if you think that learning brand new business will take you like just a few months less than going to college, you're mistaken. So I'm willing to learn and give myself grace and finding what works for me. And I'm excited. And, consistency, I think something that helps me with that.
I love that. That was really powerful. Thank you for sharing. Is that anyone else? I think we got almost everybody. Yay. Well, on that powerful note, should we end the call? Thank you everybody for sharing. So as you're writing your post, make sure that you're sharing all of this. That was the point, right? Is so that you can take this power and translate it into beautiful words and send it out to the world and see and give that vibration out, and let's bring it back and grow our team and create that ripple effect that other people can experience this. So, yay! Who wants to take a picture?
I can.
Okay,
A boom?
sure.
A boomy? Carrie, Megan, if you want to show your face. There she is. Hi, Carrie. Megan's probably putting the kids to bed or something. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Sweet. Here it is. All right, I will share that in the team pod, and you can share it if you want, and I'll tag as many people as I can.
All right,
I
awesome.
will share the
guys.
recording probably tomorrow morning, if we're honest, because it takes a while to download, and I usually walk away from my computer after this.
All right, guys. Love
All right,
you.
Liz. Love you,
Thank
Liz.
I love you.
Go relax now or no?
The kids will be home in 15 minutes and I have a ton to do, but honestly, I think I need to put us all to bed. We have a long day tomorrow and
Yeah.
Go
I
to
know
bed early.
Go to bed early. It'll feel good.
yeah, I think I'm going to. I did it last night too. And then I even allowed myself to sleep in until like 8 this morning, which helped me sleep wise, but didn't help me productivity wise, but
Right.
that's okay. I just have a lot of stuff and it's like, it's It's not just, there's just a lot going on. I think I'm hormonal too. So I'm feeling, you know how like sometimes it's like, what is this? Why do I feel sad? And I don't even know why.
Yeah, no, that was me today. I was like, this afternoon, I was like, I think my hormones are like coming back, like
Yeah.
figuring their way back here. And, yeah.
Yeah. So I think a good night's sleep is definitely what I need. And I just feel like I'm like, there's so many things I need to do. If I could just have a couple hours, but I don't have the energy for that tonight, you know? So I think if I can get to sleep early and then wake, like I'm good at getting up at 6 if I get the sleep I need. So I go to bed early, I can get up. Like I was good all this week. I've been up between 6 and 7:30
Yeah.
with no problem. I've been going to bed earlier. So I'll be good and I'll catch up. This week is busy. We have like 3 field trips and a baseball game, but there's bigger chunks of time that I don't usually have that I can utilize. And so I just have to, Kate nailed it on the head when it's like be intentional, not squirrely, you know? So it'll be good. Thank you guys.
Will
Love
accomplish.
you, and we love you. We're here for you, whatever you
Yeah.
need.
You guys are just doing so, I feel so grateful right now that like I would fall apart without you guys right now. So thank you. I would. You guys just like, I don't even know what's going on. And all of a sudden there's a flash sale and I'm like, what? You guys are great.
Yeah.
I'll be back in it
I
soon.
threw
It's
that
like-
together we threw that together really fast.
That was really quick. But it's going to the end of the month, so it's not
Yeah.
like it's a day, because they were saying it was gonna be a day, and I was like, how is
I
that
know.
possible? So it's going to the end of the month, so you have some time to catch up on it.
And I think it'll be good. You know, Rob and I just retained the final attorney today that's going to deal with the courts. And basically she said she's going out of the country July 1st. So she's seeing that everything will be done within like 30 to 40 days before she goes. And so today also, like there's a lot of big moving pieces. And I just know that when all of that settles, it'll be like, you know, I'll be able to reciprocate all of the hard work that you guys do and like carry more. So I just am grateful that you guys are the people you are, because some people wouldn't give me as much grace and like understand as much as you guys do, you know? So thank you. I love you.
We all have our strengths.
We do.
You know?
Yes.
So,
Yes,
works.
for sure.
100%. I thought this was a really powerful call too, so
Yeah.
I loved everyone sharing. That was
I
great.
know. That was awesome.
it was so
It gets
good.
them like excited saying it and then like confident more sharing it too. I feel like, you know, it's practice. That was a good idea.
It was very
Hearing
good.
others like having similar stories or not similar story, you know?
Yeah.
Good.
No, that was really good. That was so awesome. So I loved it. That'll be a really good one for everyone to hear the recording of too, because everyone shares their stories. So that's awesome. I love
We
it.
could even do like a little challenge, like after you watch the recording, go live and share your story in the page.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do it.
Good.
That would be good.
Okay, I'm gonna go to bed early tonight.
All right, for real.
do
Go to bed
Do
early.
it. Do
I'm
it.
gonna, I'm
Good
doing it.
night.
Okay, I love you so much.
All
All
right.
right, love you so much. Bye.
Bye.